Time now for the Peter Channel morning news on this Tuesday morning, June 21st, 2016. And good morning to you all on this lovely Tuesday morning, June 21st, 2016. Here now, your news and odds on our top straight at 8 a.m. on this Tuesday morning. It is Will Trump's fall on the GOP hole. Donald Trump may be done with Corey Lewandowski, but the problems surrounding this embattled presidential campaign won't be so easy to toss aside. Washington. Senators could muster enough bipartisan support to pass the series of gun control measures Monday, the latest in a long series of failed attempts at enacted and trying to curb on firearms in the United States. The investigation in the United States murders of 3 civil rights volunteers by a group of classmen and inquired into the cabinet as the Mississippi murder case has come to a close. The Mississippi Attorney General announced Monday. As he waited in line for 9 hours to see Donald Trump, Greg Donovan slowly began to get a strange wife from a young man standing next to him, as British men accused of trying to kill Donald Trump acted weird and nervous before a rally. Paris on the grounds of a petite palace in Paris sends a branch search of Winston Churchill was killed by a Frenchman and recalled in November 1944 that the British Prime Minister visited the French capital soon after the end, as Europeans hope Britain will say, but they are not begging. Police officers blocked the area around the City 2 shopping center in Brussels on Tuesday after a suit accused letters man with a fake suicide belt sparked loader Belgium tomorrow. Chandigarh, India. Milled around India on Tuesday celebrated International Day of Yoga, the country's signature cultural sport where Prime Minister Narendra Modi joined 30,000 participants in a mass session of exercise and meditation. In Yemen, an internally displaced children said that the family said after the family fled in a home in Sana province and found refuge in Darwin camp in the northern province of Amman. Jerusalem, Israel forces opened fire in a Palestinian car in the occupied West Bank early Tuesday, killing 1 Palestinian teenager, wounded 4 others, according to relatives and Palestinian officials. Rates of marijuana use among the Colorado teenagers are essentially unchanged in a year since the state's voters legalized marijuana for 2012. News survey data from the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment showed. A man tried to stop a domestic dispute between his neighbors and shot and killed in Florida over the weekend, the news press reported. Beaufort, Georgia, members of the Metro Atlanta church say that their side outside claiming that sanctioned gays and transgender has been covered in black paint by vandals. The attack happened just a few miles from the finish line. Karen Wills' water fish machine had a little rise in the marathon course, which some sort of sleep upon a Mikey Aaron she wrote us. Caracas, Venezuela. Venezuela's started process have validated identities of 1.3 million voters who signed a petition in support of the recall of President Nicolas Maduro. So, when Ken was a soldier of the Korean People's Army, he would be deployed and build our partners and be our gang. Washington, U.S. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter said mutual cooperation among the United States, South Korea, and Japan is essential. Washington, Google has welcomed the arrival of summer solstice alongside a rare appearance of inspired Mary Moon with a new noodle. Fairfax, Virginia, about 1 protesters rallied overnight outside the National Farm Association Virginia headquarters in mourning for the Orlando, Florida shooting victims. Atlanta, federal prosecutors will not file charges in the 2013 death of Kendrick Johnson during the series of minutes in the Valdosta, Georgia case. Washington, Supreme Court Justice Senator Pierce the Senate case argued that the digital law police stops the court on all civil liberties. New York Hillary Clinton is outraged at Donald Trump by his own promotion according to reports filed with the Federal Election Commission. United Continental Holdings Incorporated on Tuesday, I thought plans to boost profitability find a mix of cost and efficiency measures and security failures for fires. London, one company on Tuesday said that it signed a tentative agreement to sell jet lines to Iran, which would be one of the Islamic Republic's biggest deals in the U.S. One of its programs that is increasing the popular record is HHR Employee Benefit Survey that looks at trends in such benefits between 1996 and 2016. It has finally confirmed 10 senators has it's acquired a majority of ownership of Supercell, the mass probable finisher beyond it gave Clash of Clans about $8.6 billion. Denver. Fruit butter jet forecast of low in an initial projection. Colorado's governor said the revenue stream was strong considering the strength in the energy sector. Washington, with short-term supply disturbances in U.S. commuters, December can expect some of the lowest gas prices in more than a decade, AAA said. Houston, with pressure out of Sector East and a subsidiary of field service company, Schellenberger, Center West, secured a $3 million contract offshore Egypt. All right. Take a look at stock market report. Yeah. The Dow up 1.7 points at 17.0487. SP 500 23.25. And that's at 4,837.21. You're not found by the Kids State 5K Kids Races will have a new location sponsor race director. Larry Crossman said, Brooklyn Federal Credit Union will be the president sponsor while past sponsor Ashworth Awards will again sponsor the state of the art Federal's president to make 5K winner and participant in the kids race. The race will be held on Sunday, July 10th, and held at the Kids Day location at North Edinburgh High Middle School Complex, along with the rest of the field. Crossman said, the 5K course is a USATF certified when the will start at the high school track. The free kids quarter half and bar race will be run safely in the grounds in the middle of the high school complex, Crossman said. Followed last year's change with it over to the races. The 5K will be held before the kids' races start at 9 a.m. and followed by the free kids race at about 10 a.m. Boston police in Boston are searching for a suspect in a decently assaulted a visually impaired woman as she walked in a service dog near the St. House. Police said he assaulted happened about 10 a.m. on Monday in the downtown area of Boston, Beacon and Boulder Streets. They say the victim was said that she was under an appropriate touch, but couldn't provide a description of the suspect. Police suspected one would have arranged to contact them. Springfield, Massachusetts, an F1 woman charged with a hit run that left the teenager paralyzed with her chest down and expected to plead guilty. K233b showed an illustration when the youngest explorer that's detected today makes a complete orbit around the star in about 5 days. NOAA scientists have warned the onboard global core bleaching continue to all throughout 2016 even in the following year. By human standards, they set on the video mirrors of fall front the different circles as well, as the visitors were put when the first pass front. A thick case of sulfuric acid. Tim Pink City will go back to space at heartbeat after 6-month mission to the space station. The UK astronaut is giving his first full news coverage since Century Nine to the Kazakh step on Saturday. Doctors who have fed meals cost less than $20. Later, press conference certain brand name pills more than after the Bravo medicines quoted in analysts and federal data published on Monday. Nearly 2 million children may be suffering with sports from recreation-related concussions every year, and many of those may go treated according to news studies published today. You know, as a fitness new sleep session feature, can you get most out of it? Nightly snoozes. Taking a look. Look at New England alerts at 556 Yarmouth Road in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Traffic being detoured into the Kemp Street fault. An early morning after a car and a truss truck. Truck and diesel fuel leak caught fire, resulted in damage to several vehicles. The police had the dealership. Clean up on board. Expect traffic delays beyond. No more commuter traffic. Period. News time. 808 on this. To the morning. It started off a sport report last night. Steven Wright had a good pitch performance against the Chicago White Sox, but the offense of the bottom knife had based a little bit. It failed as they fall to the Chicago White Sox last night at 10 innings at Fenway Park 3-1. Red Sox White Sox square off 7:05 p.m. at Fenway Park. There's no escaping the pain as much as they try as the sports world celebrates LeBron James' incredible accomplishment with the Warriors' record of their historic season with an ended in disaster. The Red Sox host White Sox for a game series at Fenway Park Sunday Monday night in the second game series. Clay Buchholz gets to get his first start for the Red Sox since May 26th. Los Angeles so much about a half hour before Monday night showdown between Clayton Kershaw and Steven Strasburg. The National did not that Strasburg was stretching out upper back strain. Olympic shapes up an anti-doping summit rank with Russia ban. Peter Chell News Time, 809 on this. To the morning, and it's time now for Trevor and Trends Report. Let's study off down in Rhode Island in Eastern Connecticut, where 295 on the southbound side, it's sold from Route 6 to Route 12 in Johnson. 295 on the northbound side, sold from 37 to Route 12 in the Crescent Stretch. 95 on the northbound side, sold from 37 all the way at the downtown apartments. 95 on the southbound side, and it's open. Connecticut all the way at the downtown apartments. 195 on the westbound side, and it's open. 152, 114 in Seacock at the downtown apartments. 6-10 connector is sold Justin. 6-10 connector sold from Route 6 to Route 95. 146 to the southbound side sold from 50 to 95. 146 in both ends also the North Smithfield Lincoln stretch 99. Northbound side sold from Salesforce Road to Route 122. Out of the Cape, Route 28 on the northbound side also the border at the border Segway bridges on Lincoln Gate. Route 61 from Segway down all lanes. 95 on the southbound side. It is slow for 45 in Foxbury to 295 in Attleboro. 95 on the northbound side, long side, 295 in Attleboro. 95 on the northbound side, it is so from Foxbury all the way to Route 128 Getton. 24 on the northbound side, so from Route 27 in 123 in Brockton all the way to Route 128 Getton. Route 3 on the northbound side, it is so from 228 in Rockland to the Great Tree Split. 120 on the southbound side, so from 37 to the Great Tree Split. 120 on the northbound side, it is so from the split all the way after 24. In Randolph and then it breaks again from Route 1 and Norwood all the way at the Route 20 Waltham. 120 on the southbound side, it is slow from Linfield all the way out to Waltham. Mass Park on the eastbound side, it is slow from 495 in Westboro all the way at the Southeast Expressway. Mass Park on the westbound side, it is slow from South Boston all the way through Prue Tunnel. Route 2 on the westbound side, so Lexington Stretch. Route 2 on the eastbound side, so from Arlington to Belmont. Southeast Expressway at the northbound side, so the split all the way to the Mass Park. Southeast Expressway southbound side, so the Dorchester Stretch. 93 at the northbound side, so the Boston Stretch. 93 to the southbound side, so from Bedford all the way to the Station Bridge. 93 to the northbound side, it is so from Bedford all the way after Reading. 93 to the southbound side, it is so for 125 in North End to the Bay Tree Split. Route 120 and the northbound side is so for Beverly. Route 3 to the southbound side, so from 485 to Billerica. And then the break again before 120 to Burlington. Route 45 on the northbound side, so from 111 at Harvard all the way to Route 2A Littleton. 495 southbound side, so from Littleton to Harvard. 495 on the northbound side, so from Milford all the way at the Mass Park. 290 in the eastbound side, and this one 146. 146 on the northbound side, so from 290 in Worcester. 93 to the southbound side, so 125 in Andover all the way to Redden. Around 128. 93 to the southbound side, it did so around 495 in Lawrence. 495 to the southbound side, it did so from 230 to Lawrence side, it did to it, and then hit breaks again and ran the little stretch. Every turn back into the southbound side, it also ran the Metros and Astro stretches. One on the eastbound side, it did so in Hampton stretch. Spot turn back into the southbound side, it did so around Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire. 91 on the northbound side, it did so north of I-89 on Woodstock. I-87 on the southbound side, also after Plattsburgh stretch. But how is it, always it? Vermont stretch made out looking good. I-87 on the southbound side, also the Plattsburgh stretch. I-89 on the southbound side, also after the Canadian border up in Vermont. I-87 on the southbound side, it did so before 787 in Troy, New York. Interstate 90 eastbound side, also after Dakota State Park headed towards Massachusetts and eastern New York. 890 on the westbound side, also from the 3rd to Schenectady. I-81 on the southbound side, also in Cicero. And New York State Freeway in the eastbound side, also before 290 in Buffalo. And 190 in the eastbound side, also from 290 headed towards downtown Buffalo and the southbound side of 190. And I-91 on the southbound side, so from 291 to I-84. 91 on the northbound side, also from Route 2 to I-84. I-84 to the eastbound side, also in West Stratford. I-84 to the eastbound side, also after Route 8 in Waterbury. And I-84 to the westbound side, so from Newtown and Denbury. Merritt Parkway to the southbound side, so from Bridgeport and Stafford at 95 on the northbound side, also in New Haven. And 95 to the southbound side, so from Fairfield all the way out to 287. And highways and byways of New York City are slowed up. Take a look at MBTA alerts. Subway system is looking good on the commuter rail. Worcester train 505, 7:15 a.m. from South Station operated 20-25 minutes beyond schedule between Freeman and Worcester. Worcester train 510, 7:30 a.m. inbound as part of Grafton is operated 5 to 10 minutes beyond schedule. Freeman train 587, 7:26 a.m. outbound as part of South Station is operated 15-20 minutes beyond schedule. Freeman train 584 is operated to depart 5:50 minutes beyond schedule. At Freeman due to late arrival outbound train. And Worcester train 5 is departed Worcester and operated 10-50 minutes beyond schedule due to a late arrival outbound train. Greenbush train 076, 7:50 a.m. from Greenbush is operated 10-50 minutes beyond schedule between Greenbush and South Station due to a mechanical issue. And on the ferries they are looking at Peter Chelduzab is now $8:14 on this. Turns them on and time out for weather report and looking at radar and it shows a Wall of rain showers stretching out being close and curving. Cutting down the southeast of Massachusetts and around the Chatham, around the Cape Cod area and around Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard and rain stretching from Providence down from New Bedford and down for Plymouth and curving all the way down around in eastern Long stretching around 95 from Bridgeport down for Stamford, Connecticut. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For today, chance of showers and thunderstorms may before 9 a.m. Most skies covered the sunny skies about 85 degrees. West about 6 to 10 miles and chance of 30%. New appearance about less than 10 minutes. About possible thunderstorms tonight. Forecast go about 57 degrees. West about 5 to 7 miles. Become a comet after midnight. Wednesday, slight chance of showers after 2 p.m. Most skies covered 81 degrees. Becoming west about 5 to 8 miles an hour. The day after Wednesday night. Most skies go about 55 degrees. West about 6 miles covered. Comet after midnight could gust up to 23 miles an hour. With a chance of 20% for Thursday. Showers likely after 2 p.m. Parts of the south covered 73 degrees. Somewhere about 3 to 6 miles. Chance of 6%. Thursday, chance of showers. Most before 2 a.m. Patch back after 4 a.m. miles. Most skies go to about 55 degrees. And chance of 50%. Friday, patch back before 8 a.m. miles. Most skies cover 80 degrees. Friday night, patch back after 5 a.m. miles. Most skies cover 57 degrees. Saturday, patch back before 8 a.m. miles. Sunday, most skies have about 84, about 60 degrees. Sunday, podcast could be about 63 degrees. And for Monday, most skies about 84 degrees. Currently not here is overcast skies, and it is 67 degrees. And that's me for the Peter Channel Morning News on this June 21st, 2069, on Tuesday. Viewers, have a good day with a good positive attitude. I'll see you later on. Have a good morning.